What up, YouTube? Back again with another one. I would say like one of the reasons why made me get my CDL. One of the reasons why it made me get my CDL, I was broke. And that's the honest truth. I was broke. Like, I had like $500 on my pocket, man. You know, 23 years old. But getting my license, getting that CDL license changed my life. It really did, man. Look, I've always wanted to, you know, be independent. You know, make good money, retire early. You know, you have all those, you know, all those plans, but you're like, hey, how the hell I'm gonna do that with by making $15 an hour, $12 an hour, $10 an hour. You know, so I started thinking like, hey, how can what jobs can make me, you know, at least be able to achieve any of that. And so, man, like I had some friends that were on the road, you know, truck drivers and stuff like that, but you know, never thought about it, man. Never thought about, you know, going on the road. You know, I always see truck drivers here and there, you know, on the highway, but I ain't gonna lie, it looks scary. It does. It looks scary driving this big old thing, man. It's scary. Give you 3-4 trailer. You know, some drive longer trailers, but I'm like, there's no way I can do that. You know, so I started looking to my community college. I asked, you know, if you are in Utah, you can look into Salt Lake Community College. They have a CDL class training. They have a CDL training. So I went to. It took me about six weeks, if I'm not mistaken. But it was near 6 weeks. So I took the training. 6 weeks, working part-time job so I can pay my bills. You know, yeah. After I was done with the classes, the good thing about the classes is that you got people coming in, companies coming in, like you got there's different companies that come in, different trucking companies that come in and talk to y'all, trying to get you to work for them. So it was good. It was good opportunities that came into the doors while you go to training. So you know, once you're done, you'll get a job. Yeah, you will get a job for sure. So man, and hey, I always wanted to travel as well. Like, there's no way I could afford, you know, plane tickets, man. I got folks in different states, but I couldn't travel, man. So hey, I wanted to be able to see different states, you know, just get that experience. You know, that was my other reason why I wanted to get my CDL, travel. And also my other reason, man, was to get out of the city, man, because I feel like I was doing the same thing over and over. Just wanted to hang out, play basketball, go to the gym, work out on the weekend, you know, go to the, you know, parties, drink, you know, just hang around, man. Like, and that stuff is fun, you know. It's, you know, but you get caught up in that cycle, just wanting to have fun, you know. And time does not wait for nobody, man. That's what I noticed. You know, time does not wait on nobody. So just wanted to hang around the city, play basketball, and go to the gym. It's fun, man. It's a good time. You know, you working out, staying fit, but you broke. You know, I was broke. You know, I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, I gotta get something. I gotta get, in my head, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? You know? Man, I'm like, I gotta get some money. You know, by that time I was like, probably like 21, 22. You know, I was thinking like, hey man, I gotta get some money somehow, some reason I gotta get some money. You know, go to the gym. Yeah, it's cool to, work out, look good, six pack, eat healthy. But man, that really don't mean much if nothing is in your pocket. It really don't. So I had to sacrifice something. So that's another thing. You gotta be able to sacrifice, man. It was dope. It was dope to be able to sleep in your own bed. Shower every day. We don't get to do that when you're on the road. You go a couple of days without not being able to shower. Yeah, that's for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough. Like you eating crappy food. Every day you eating processed food, man. And yeah, there are people that can be able to cook in the trucks and do all that, but hey, it's you could do it, but it's tough being able to eat healthy on the road. You're eating crappy food, you not going to the gym anymore. Yeah, you can do some push-ups here and there, but things change. Things change. So there's a lot of stuff that I had to give up. Yeah, I wanted to make good money, decent money, but I had to leave out being away from my family, being away from my friends, the homies, the fun, the having fun, I had to cut down, you know what I'm saying? Cut down or cut it out completely. Cause I'll be away, like, they say I'll be in Kentucky or Florida, or Atlanta, I'll be out in Georgia, FaceTime the homies on the weekend, they're out popping bottles, I'm like, damn, man, I wish, I start, you start like, damn, I wish I was out there with them just enjoying, so it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough to let some things go, some habits go. It's tough to get, to let that fun go and to grind. So you just gotta be disciplined. To be honest, you gotta have that discipline to be like, hey, I'ma close my eyes and grind and stack my bread. So yeah, man, so you gotta make that decision, man. So if you have that mentality to be like, you know what, I can change the scenery, and I can be able to adjust and not feel the void of being away. Like, go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead and get your CDL. You will see that things change. So no matter what age you are, if you're 21, if you're 30, if you're 30, 35, 40s, you can always start at any time. You really can. Get your license. There's plenty companies out there that will take you, man. Not looking for drivers. Not looking for hustlers, man. Looking for drivers. So you can get your experience up and buy yourself a truck and stack even bigger bread. Make your money. Yeah, man, but getting a CDL, it's worth it. Much worth it, man, because you can make six figures every year, man. You literally make six figures every year. But then again, you gotta be willing to sacrifice. It's tough once you have a family. If you have a family that's understanding, if you have a lady or a girlfriend, kids, it's tough to leave that behind and be on the road for a month or two. I had to leave. Starting out, I had to leave those stuff behind that I was talking about. like, hey, I want to make money. I want to, eventually be able to retire. I want to be able to invest in different, sectors. So I can be able to retire. All that stuff. You start thinking about it. But it takes money to make money. There's no way you can. I mean, there are some ways you may invest, but there's no way you be. Most of the time there's no way to invest without having the capital to do that. You gotta have these banks. You go take out loans. They ask you for credit. They ask for your income. They ask you for proof of this and this and this. So if you cannot provide any of that, it's automatic. They don't approve it. Automatically decline. So, man, yeah, it's very much sustainable. If you have the right mentality, if you have the right discipline, it's very much doable. But also, there's nothing really easy, man. Nothing. I can't say, oh, it's not easy. Nothing really easy, man. Because anybody who's, who's working warehouse, who's working at McDonald's, who's working custodian, doctors. There's nothing really easy, man, out there to do. There's really not. There's no such a thing as an easy way out. No. Even the hoopers, man, even who play sports, they gotta wake up early in the morning for practice. They gotta wake up early in the mornings, late nights, study film. And also they gotta have the grind, the discipline, to become better. Get drafted in the NFL, NBA, NHL, gymnastics, tennis. They gotta, every athlete, they gotta grind. So I mean, there's no easy way out, man. No handouts, really. So yeah, it's as long as you can grind, as long as you have the motive to be out here, winter, summer, early mornings, late nights, and you can do it. And you can do it. You can do it 100%. 100%. It's very much worth it. Yeah. So shout out to all the truck drivers out there, and you gotta continue. Trucking is one of the most essential fields in the States, United States. Yeah. But yeah, man, I really enjoy it. I enjoy traveling. I'm state to state. All the 48, man. I have the only states that I haven't been into is only 2 states. That would be I haven't been only in 2 states. I traveled throughout the rest, nearly the entire United States. I've been to every state. I'm driving through every state every day. So it's good, man. Sometimes you get to stop. Sometimes I get to stop. Let's say if I go to Florida, I might stop, go to the beach, and enjoy my weekend. So if I'm in Atlanta, I stop, the truck stop, and go see, just visit the city. So I get to travel, man. That's one of the luxury that I enjoy about trucking. Like to get, to make a living, man. Make a living. It's not easy. When I started, it wasn't easy. Like I said, seeing the homies out there, seeing, not being able to hoop anymore. not being able to go to the gym and lift, you know, not being able to eat the food that you want, shower every night, you know, sleep at a certain time, you know, all that stuff changes, man. It changes. So, I mean, I try to let y'all know how you know how things are, you know, get into this field. You know, but I just know anybody can do it. Yeah, no matter, you know, no matter the circumstance, I know anybody can do it. You know, anybody can do it. You know? Yeah. You know? But hey, I want y'all to comment below if you're a trucker, you know, if you're just starting out. Let me know how long you've been trucking. You know, or you can give some. Leave a comment, man. Give some tips, you know, on the new truckers, man. On the new truckers that might be wanting to get into trucking. And also, if you're thinking about going to trucking, you know, you can comment if you have any questions. I'll talk, you know, I'll comment back, or you know, talk about it on my next video. Shout out to y'all, man. You know? I want to see you guys' input. What do you guys think will be winning the finals this year? Who's going to the finals? Man, it's nice outside today.